Good evening, and thank you for joining us again for another Monday edition of Live at 5. I'm Lance Jenkins.
And I'm Kelsey Rushing.
So Raider football steamrolled Hope County on Friday night. We'll be talking about that tonight, as well as a ton of news going on in Richmond County. Whoever said nothing's happening in Richmond County? Because, I mean, there's always something going on.
Yeah, definitely.
We always have something to talk about.
That is very true. It really is.
And, you know, we wouldn't have a nightly news program if there was nothing to talk about five nights a week, right?
Right. There's the Hamlet Depot Ghost Tours.
That's right.
There's the cooking show. There's everything going on.
We have a lot of stuff going on, folks, and that's why Live at 5 is bringing you the news every Monday through Friday night right here on RichmondObserver.com, the Richmond Observer YouTube channel, the Facebook page. You can watch Live at 5 just about everywhere. Folks, we're glad to bring news back to you tonight. And, of course, later tonight, Wesley Jackson coming in studio to talk about the 20-year anniversary of the 1997 Richmond Raider State Championship football team. Lots going on tonight. Let's get right to it. Now for tonight's top story. Breaking news out of Hamlet. An arrest has been made by the Hamlet Police Department following a Thursday night shooting. Devion Marquise Ward of 211 Mill Road in Rockingham turned himself in at approximately 4 in the afternoon on Friday, October 13th. Calls came in to the Hamlet Police Department late Thursday, October 12th, that shots had been heard in the area of the Hamlet Food Mart on King Street. Officers arriving at the scene found the victim on Washington Avenue near Washington Court Apartments with a bullet wound to his lower left leg. The injury was not life-threatening, but the victim was taken by EMS to First Health Richmond Memorial Hospital for emergency treatment and then transported to another hospital for further treatment. Ward, who's age 21, has been formally charged with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. He was booked at Richmond County Jail and is being held on a secured bond of $50,000. As more information emerges on this case, the Richmond Observer will report on the details.
First Health hosted its 35th annual Wellness Screening Day this past Saturday as citizens of Richmond County came to First Health Moore Regional Hospital in Richmond to be a part of one of the many events First Health puts on each year. The event spanned out 2 floors at the hospital and featured diagnostics including a wellness profile for each visitor and various screenings provided at either little or no cost to attendees. John Jackson, Regional President of First Health Southern Region, is proud of the history of this long-running event, as well as the volunteers who are part of the event.
We've been doing this for so many years where we do free or low-cost health screens for the community. Over the years, we average about 1,500 people who come here and take advantage of this great opportunity to really get a pretty good idea of their overall health care, and then they can follow up with their physicians. So it's just a great community benefit that we provide here, and I do want to thank the many folks here that are volunteering their time on their Saturday, and also the 8 to 10 days ahead of time where we have folks here at 6 a.m. And they really give a lot to make sure that we're taking care of the community. And we feel that is part of our job.
In Jackson's comments to the Richmond Observer, he specifically recognized Dr. Donald Covington and Dr. Al Covington of Carolina Eye Care in Rockingham, who he noted has volunteered to be a part of this event for nearly every year of the event's 35-year history. First Health also utilized the event to register patients for MyChart, a system that provides online access for a patient to view their medical records, manage appointments, access test results, and communicate directly with a doctor. To sign up for MyChart as a First Health patient, visit firsthealthmychart.org.
8 miles north of Ellerbe is the community of Norman, and despite being a small town, it's doing big things. The town of Norman, whose namesake was originated from Flem Norman of the Norman Lumber Company, was established in 1913. But despite its small town heritage, the town of Norman puts on quite a big event in its 8th annual Norman Fest, held this past Friday and Saturday.
Helicopter tours of the area were constantly running overhead as attendees enjoyed eateries and beverages provided by multiple food vendors while being simultaneously serenaded by live music, which included the Sand Band emanating from the Norman stage near Town Hall. If the rapid growth and progress of Norman Fest itself is any indicator, the entire community may soon benefit from an influx of industry, stores, and other new businesses. And of course, want to make sure everyone knows that tickets are still available for Boots, Brews, and Business, the Oyster Roast, set for Thursday, October 19th at 5 o'clock p.m. Tickets are just $30, and you can get yours by calling the Richmond County Chamber of Commerce at 910-895-9058. So be sure to come out and celebrate business at industry at this big community event. And folks, I love oysters, and oysters are a great thing. And if you like oysters, you definitely want to be at the Oyster Roast.
The LRB Lions Club will hold another lawnmower race on Saturday, October 21st. Gates will open at 3 p.m. and race will start at 6. Admission is $5 and ages 5 and under are free. Food vendors will be on site, so come out for a good family fun.
You know, I think I'd be a solid lawnmower racer.
I want to see that because I feel like you'd fall off the lawnmower.
Really, I think I'd be solid. Yeah, I see that shot you just took, Kelsey. Hey, look, Kelsey doesn't think I could, but LRB Lions Club, I think I'm going to come out one night and do this.
We'll see, we'll see.
I think I'm going to do it. All right, folks, coming up next, right after this break, Wesley Jackson. He was a kicker for the 1997 Richmond Raider football team that won the state championship. And he'll be in studio right after these messages.
With hospice, you guys just outdo yourselves every day. And I really appreciate it. I honest to God don't know what I would do if it weren't for you. The things that you do, I'm in approval of. And thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is a specialty retail store in downtown Rockingham, in the heart of Richmond County. We are all about rustic, farm-style home decor and gifts. We offer a variety of antique, vintage, and new items. We love helping you make your house a home with unique, one-of-a-kind finds. We also have specialty gifts for all occasions.
And welcome back to Live at 5 Monday edition. And of course, I have the honor now of being joined by Wesley Jackson, the kicker for the 1997 Richmond Raiders state championship team. And of course, they're celebrating the 20th anniversary of that team's championship win this Friday night at 5:30 at Raider Stadium for homecoming week. And we're so glad to have you in studio.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about that moment, the moment when you became a state champion.
Well, you know, 20 years ago now, so it was a long time ago, so it's hard to remember, but it was kind of surreal. I mean, you grow up in this county, and it's what you want to grow up and be as a Richmond Raider football player. And to, 10 years before that, they had won the state championship, and Coach Barnes had kind of gone away, and he came back, and we were able to accomplish it again. It was kind of living up to everything that you would ever wanted to be, kind of growing up in this county.
Right, of course, it's a big deal. I mean, when I moved here, and they told, and I kid you not, Richmond County, when I moved here and they told me they sold season tickets to the games, I really did not believe them. And now I'm a season ticket holder. So I love Richmond Raider football. I mean, it's a big deal around here, and I know it was a big deal then too. State champions, of course, 97, y'all went on to win the 1998 as well.
Correct.
But this is the 20th anniversary of that 1997 championship team, and you guys have something special going on this Friday. What's going on? Tell us about it.
Well, we were at the Dancing with the Stars thing about 2 months, or was it a month and a half ago?
About a month.
Yeah. And Brad Denson was there, and Michael Waddell, who was a big-time football player here, was there, and he mentioned that maybe we should have something. I was like, well, I'll throw it together. And so we started trying to reach out and find the people that were on that team, which is a lot harder process than I thought it was going to be. We kind of came up with a thing. We're going to have a barbecue dinner. It's going to start at 5:30. Free to all the players. So if I haven't been able to get up with you, come on out. Right by the baseball entrance to the football field. And then about 6 o'clock, the football team will come up, and Coach Teal has asked that we kind of stand in the end zone and watch them warm up, and then when they go down to have their pregame speech, we'll go down there and talk to them. And then maybe there'll be something at halftime. I'm not sure about that.
That'll be pretty neat. Y'all planned all this, did I hear you correctly, in just about a month?
Yeah, we threw it together.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. So really, really big event this Friday night. Of course, homecoming week for Richmond Senior High, and they're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the 1997 state championship team. And you guys are going to be there. You know, if I'm a player and I play for the Raiders this season and a state championship team comes in to talk to me pregame, I'm probably going to listen to them.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
And I like, Coach Teal coming in. I think he's tried to establish back some of that traditions that we've had in the past. And so he's all for it, and we're all for it, and we hope that we can, inspire him a little bit.
Absolutely. Coach Brian Teal's a great guy. So I want to get back to that game.
Okay.
You guys defeated Douglasburg, and of course now they're not as prominent as a team as they were at that time. But you guys played them in the state championship game, and that was the second time you'd play them that year.
Right. I think we played them in the second game of the year.
Right, and of course a rematch. That had to be. I mean, I love a rematch, especially when it's for a state title. And so you guys played them in 1997 in Chapel Hill.
Yes.
At UNC Chapel Hill Stadium. And anybody who watches the show knows I'm not a huge UNC Chapel Hill fan.
Me either.
And you're not either, so I like you even better now. But that is a big honor to get a chance to play a state championship game there. You talk about growing up as a Richmond Raider and that being the dream. How many people don't ever win a state title? That must have been an honor.
Yeah, and I think the pregame speech that day, Coach Barnes said that, this will be the biggest, unless you go on and win a college national championship or you go to the NFL and win a Super Bowl, this will be the biggest game you ever play, and it'll be the biggest honor you'll ever have is to win this football game.
Wow, yeah, of course, that must have been a very special moment. 20 years ago, 1997, the Richmond Raiders were the state champions. And of course, they're having their event this upcoming Friday. I know if folks are just joining us, tell us again, it's 5:30 on Friday.
5:30 to 7 o'clock, and then everybody's going to kind of hang around for the game, and then possibly some sort of halftime recognition. They're still working out the details on that. But we'll have our barbecue at 5:30, free to all the players and their families if they want to come out, and then just good fellowship for the next hour and a half or so.
Fantastic, folks. Join them this Friday night. Homecoming, Richmond Senior High School, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the 1997 state championship team. And we're honored today to have Wesley Jackson, the kicker for that team, in studio. Certainly appreciate you coming.
Thanks for having me.
Folks, stay with us. We will be right back for more news, weather, and sports when we return.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
I'm Kelly. I worked at Champion 4 for 2 years.
6 years.
3 years.
1 year.
I've been at Champion Fort for 13 years.
1 whole year. 15 years.
I'm Jamie and I've been at Champion Ford for 12 years.
I've been here 8 years.
Champion prices, champion service, champion experience.
Get treated like a champion today at Champion Ford. Just down the road from high prices, championfordlincoln.com.
We are Champion Ford.
Family Pharmacy has been serving Richmond County since April 2007, and we have enjoyed getting to know our customers since then. We take our jobs very seriously, and will do whatever we can to make sure you have what you need. Come visit us on Fayetteville Road in Rockingham, and we will treat you like family.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Up next, we have a special segment with Live at 5 called Cooking with Carly, and we hope you enjoy it.
Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking with Carly. Today we have Carly and she's going to be making
Granny's 5-pound fudge. For this you will need 5 cups of sugar, 1 can of evaporated milk, 2 sticks of butter, 1 large bag of chocolate chips, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, marshmallow cream, and chopped pecans. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring your evaporated milk, butter, and sugar to a boil.
Now Carly, do you get that to just get it started with a bowl or like a pretty good rolling type bowl?
You get it to a good rolling boil and you want to let that cook for 9 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Butter makes everything better, doesn't it?
And you're going to stir this and let it boil for 9 minutes.
And so we have to get it to a boil first, so that may take a couple minutes, right? Okay.
As you can see, it is to a boil, so now we're going to start our timer for 9 minutes.
Carly, I like your mixing bowl. What kind of mixing bowl is that?
Oh, thank you. This is a mixing bowl from the Pioneer Woman series.
Oh. Is she one of your faves?
Mm-hmm.
Done with the 9 minutes. You ready to add your other ingredients?
Yes, so now that this has been boiling for 9 minutes, you want to go ahead and add your marshmallow cream, vanilla, chocolate chips, and pecans. Then you're just going to stir this in, and then once you get this stirred in, you're going to add your marshmallow cream.
That's looking good already.
Smells good too.
So I see you've got a big jar there. How much of that jar are you using?
Well, this is a 16-ounce jar, and you're only going to need approximately 8 ounces, so I'm just going to scoop out about half of this container.
Okay.
That's about half. And then you're just going to mix this in until you have a nice creamy substance. So this is what your fudge should look like right before you pour it in the pan. We've poured our fudge into our pan, and this is what it should look like when it's done. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and you can find this recipe at therichmondobserver.com. Thanks for watching.
On Thursday, November 2nd, the PD Pregnancy Resource Center will host its annual fundraising banquet at the Rockingham Church of God of Prophecy, located at 139 Flower Street. Tickets for the 6 p.m. event are $10 per individual or $15 per couple. Those interested may call or go by the Pregnancy Resource Center to purchase tickets and reserve a seat. The PD Pregnancy Resource Center is a 501c3 nonprofit organization and requires sustainable funds, and this event is one of its largest fundraisers of the year. Client Services Manager Amber Smith said, quote, "There will be an opportunity at the fundraiser for guests to make a financial gift to the organization," end quote.
The PD Pregnancy Resource Center plans to move to a new building and has plans to purchase an ultrasound machine. Quote, "This will give the clients the ability to see their developing baby," Smith added. Smith also said the Pregnancy Resource Center continues to need volunteers, and if an individual or group is interested in volunteering, they would need to fill out a volunteer application, which can be found online at pregnantwhatnow.org. Volunteering may include stocking the baby boutique, separating diapers, working with clients, or washing baby clothes.
Now for tonight's top story. On the road this past Friday night, the Richmond Raiders demolished the Hoke County Bucks 56-7. Outnumbering Hoke in every major offensive category, the Raiders managed to score on 6 of their 8 possessions while tallying 391 yards in total offense.
I mean, it's big, a lot of different parts, pieces. Shane Summey had a big pick there early in the game. We had a punt return for touchdown, had a block punt for a touchdown. Offense obviously had a lot of big plays, so total team effort. I'm really proud of all the different phases of the game coming together tonight.
The Raider defense held Hoke County to a mere 201 yards in total offense. The Raiders, now 5-3 on the season, will return home after 2 weeks on the road for its 2017 homecoming game against Lumberton. Kickoff is set for this Friday at 7:30 p.m.
Today's weather report is brought to you by McNair Auto Sales. Check out our office cam. As you can clearly see from said cam, it's fairly gloomy and it's been raining all day, which is why my hair is much bigger than usual. But other than that, let's move on to your 3-day weather forecast, which will hopefully bring brighter days. Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 66 and a low of 47, which is quite low compared to the rest of the days recently. And luckily, no chance of rain at all. And then Wednesday will be sunny with a high of 71 and a low of 43, and again, no chance of rain. Thursday will be sunny as well with a high of 76 and a low of 45, which the temperatures are dropping. Finally, it's October. We've been waiting for that. And then 10% chance of rain. As for your hurricane news, there's a possible tropical storm developing off the coast of the Bahamas, but we'll keep you updated with a close watch on that later on. That's all for today. Thank you for joining my weather report, and we'll go back to Lance at the news desk.
And before we go off the air, folks, I want to remind everyone that Freedom Baptist Church this upcoming Saturday, October 21st, beginning at 9 a.m., will host a Walk for Jesus. The event will be highlighted by a walk through downtown Rockingham that will then convene with a gathering at the square where music and speaking and worship will ensue. Going to be a really neat event. Freedom Baptist Church hosting it this Saturday, October 21st in downtown Rockingham.
And also be sure to follow our Twitter, our Facebook page, and our website, as well as download the Richmond Observer app on the Android and iPhone devices.
I'll tell you, the app's really neat.
Oh yeah, it's been updated too, so it's a lot more.
How you like the update?
I love it. I really do. It's much
like
easier to go through and everything. It's just much easier to operate. It really is.
Reads like a newspaper, folks.
Right.
Download it.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another edition of Live at 5. Until next time, Richmond County.